Well, hello, family, and welcome back to the SD channel, aka Spiritual Desires. For we are always spiritually led to our utmost desires. Well, what's going on, family? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Hope you're looking good, feeling good, doing good. As always, thank you so much for coming over here to hang out with us. Over here we do collective readings. So our readings are for all signs. All zodiac signs are welcome here in this space. Okay. As always, I always like to give a disclaimer and let it be known that these readings are for entertainment purposes only. So it may or it may not resonate with you. However, what does resonate with you, apply it to you and your situation. What does it, leave it for someone else. Okay. So again, I just want to thank you all for being here. If you also want to book a personal reading, or if you just have any, personal things that you want to cleanse, or, change in your life, I do have an amazing mentor that offers personal readings as well as other services on her website. So I really advise you to check her out. All of her information is in the description box below. She can help you with anything that you may need help with. So I really do recommend you use whatever services that she has that you may need, okay? Well, with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get directly into your reading. Today we're going to just be doing a tarot spread. A lot of times I do oracle spreads. Sometimes I'll do a tarot spread, and then if I really am like feeling the energy, I'll do a double spread together. Those readings will be a lot longer than the readings you normally get. But when I do it that way, when I do a full spread, I go really deep. So I'm able to pull out a lot more energy and a lot more messages for you all. Okay, so okay, this did not. Okay, so you already have some cards flying. First card you have out is Temperance. The next card you have out is the Hangman. Okay, but it is in reverse. All right, upright, reverse. Next card you have out is the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Next card you have out is the Queen of Pentacles. All right. So you're definitely being patient with something. You're taking your time. You're keeping your energy grounded. You're just staying very balanced, very in alignment with yourself. Not getting too high, not getting too low. You're just kind of moving at a very not slow pace, but in a very smooth way. It's kind of the best word I can come up with for right now. It's like you're not moving too fast, you're not moving too slow, you're just gradually moving at a very smooth pace in life right now. All right, so the next card that just came out is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Upright, reverse. Okay. Now, you may be wanting to make a move soon towards a love situation, or someone could be reaching out and expressing their love for you. Let's see, the next card you have coming out is the Five of Cups. Okay. Maybe someone wants to offer you a job as well. It's something that I'm feeling. But whatever it is that's opening up for you, there's like a new portal opening up for you. And whatever it is, it's very fulfilling. It's one that you feel very rewarded to have. Your heart is opening. Your finances are becoming a lot more stable. Now, you may realize that some things you invested in just could not work out in your favor. And yeah, that may cause a little sadness here and there, but I think you're definitely handling any setbacks with grace, and knowing that if something didn't work, that something better is coming. Okay, so the next card you have come out here is the Lovers card. All right, so definitely with the Lovers and the Ace of Cups, I strongly do believe that you are dealing with some type of romantic relationship. I'm not sure if someone wants to express their feelings to you or if you want to express your feelings to them, collective. But love is definitely here. Love is definitely on the table. It could be possible that you have to pick between two people, but for the most part, I already feel as though you have a specific person in mind that you may want to have a committed relationship with. So if this person, does come to you and express their feelings, I definitely would say reciprocate, those emotions and let them know how you feel as well. Okay, so the cards you have next, you have the King of Wands, but it's in reverse. Upright. In reverse. Okay. Then the last card you have out is the Six of Pentacles. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel. Okay, so let's break it all down. Hold on, let me get a little sip of my tea. At the end of the video, I think I'm going to start just always reading my little tea bags, especially if I don't go long in the video with the cards. I'm going to always try to remember to read my tea bags at the end of the video, so that hopefully it also, just like when I pulled the advice from spirit cards, I can kind of just read these as a bit of advice that all of us can take and apply to our own lives. I think that'll be cool. Okay. So again, I think money and love is actually looking up for you. Again, if you maybe invested in a business or invested in a previous relationship and it did not work out the way that you hoped for, I would say don't fret over that too much. Don't worry. Don't get too sad behind a past situation, because moving forward, you really are going to have a relationship where you and another person, you all both reciprocate the same feelings for one another. It's going to be a very balanced and harmonic relationship. And so if there was a past situation that left you feeling sad, that left you feeling depleted, that just left you feeling a little bit insecure within yourself, go ahead and just do some more self-indulgence and release anything and anyone that was causing you to not feel good about yourself. Okay, so we want to rid ourselves of any negative energy, negative people, and we want to get our strength back. Okay, you could have people around you that have been wanting to control you, wanting to control the narrative around you, wanting to see you weak, but at the end of the day, those people are going to naturally just be released out of your life when you focus on yourself and when you focus on the things that you love about yourself. Okay, so make sure that you're giving yourself some good rest, some good relaxation, and make sure that you're pampering yourself. Okay, especially if you know that you've been working hard and you know that you really do need a day to just go to the spa, or just go get, for the women and men, I guess, go get your nails done, take yourself out to eat to a nice restaurant, go love on yourself. Because if there has been someone in your life that was looking for you to not feel as good about yourself, I understand how much energy it can take out of you when you have people in your corner that's really not rooting for you, that really doesn't want you to be great or to be good at things in life. So we're going to rid ourselves of any person that's not giving us support, not giving us love, and we are going to love on ourselves, because in return then you will attract more love to you. Okay, so, and I really do believe that for a lot of you, if you're either not in a relationship or if you had like a bad breakup in the past, I do believe that moving forward you are going to meet a really good person that knows how to love you just as much as you love them. Okay, and you and that person are then going to be able to turn the corner and move in a more magical direction for y'all's relationship. Okay. All right, so let's get some more messages. Clarify temperance. Spirit, clarify temperance. Clarify temperance. Okay, so the card you have out is the Five of Swords. All right. Oh, okay. If you're confused about something because someone tried to deceive you, I feel like you're coming out of that kind of like that mental prison. I feel as though you really are focusing on not letting other attacks on you stop you from knowing what feels good for you. Okay, you really could have had someone try to play mental games with you, lie to you, try to deceive you in some way, try to make you feel less than. Like I said earlier, they really wanted to deceive you out of something. And I think for the most part, it's like they want you to be in balance. Like whoever these haters are that you have around you, they want you to be in balance. They want you to, you know, not feel grounded and stable in your life. And honestly, they're trying to figure out, well, how is it that this person always seems so cool, calm, and collective? Like, why do they feel as though they don't have issues? Like, it's like they're trying to figure out why you are so balanced, why you're not letting your issues take you out of your, you know, take you out of harmony for your life. Okay, so again, if you've been dealing with people that you know is purposely trying to make you feel bad about yourself, we just gonna for sure get rid of those people. Okay, you do not need people like that around you. And if this is you yourself causing your own self some mental you know, disparities, you're gonna have to release that energy. You're gonna have to let that go. Okay, because you don't need to self-sabotage the good things in your life that you have. Because if you're not appreciative of what you do have, then God can easily take it away. Okay, and then you'll really see how bad life can get, and nobody wants that to happen. All right, so don't self-sabotage. Clarify the Hangman. Okay, next two cards you have out. You have the High Priestess and you have the Two of Swords, okay? And they're both clarifying the Hangman. All right, so with the High Priestess and the Two of Swords clarifying the Hangman in reverse, and then at the bottom of the deck right now you have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Again, I really do think somebody was trying to deceive you. I feel as though it has been difficult for you to make a decision because either somebody was playing in your energy, or another message that I'm getting here is you know that people around you are okay, hold on. Okay, you know that people around you are confused. They really, it's like they know that you see through them. And it's like they know that you know something that you're not relaying to them, and it's leaving them very confused. Very confused with what's going on in your life. Very confused with the things that you're doing behind the scenes. Okay, and they're starting to become very impatient with your silence is what I'm getting here. They're starting to become very impatient with your silence. It's like they're wanting you to make some type of move, or they're wanting you to come out of like a reclusive energy, and they're wanting you to let them in on things that's going on in your life, but you're not doing it. You're keeping everything very close to your heart. But your mind and your eye, it's like you see it all, you feel it all, you understand it all, and you know that these people are confused, and you know that you're purposely leaving them confused, because you're probably saying to yourself, why is my business your business? Okay, especially if you know that you have people around you that have been planning your energy, that have been wanting to see you get off kilter. You know that you have to, one, keep a lot of things quiet, but also let them think what they want. At the end of the day, you know, you just have to let them think what they want, because you're not going to tell them the information that they want to know, and you're also not about to stop them from coming up with their own assumptions about you. At the end of the day, you don't care if they're confused or not. Especially when it has something to do with your life, especially when it comes to your heart. I mean, if they have been affecting matters of the heart, if they've been affecting your relationships, if they've been affecting the things in this world that you love to do, that you love to go after, if they've been trying to affect you from just fulfilling your heart's desires, then forget them, okay? And that's the good word. That's the nicest word I could use. Forget them. You're not about to stroke somebody else's ego by suppressing your own, or like by suppressing who you really are. No way, Jose. Okay, let's keep going. Clarify the Ace of Cups here. Clarify the Ace of Cups. Clarify the Ace of Cups here. Okay, so the first card you have out here, clarifying the Ace of Cups, you have the Knight of Wands. Alright. The next card you have out is the King of Cups. Oh, okay, yeah. I thought there was another card. I'm tripping. Okay, so there we go. So clarifying the Ace of Cups, again, it's the Knight of Wands and it's the King of Cups. So I'm strongly feeling that you have someone, not only are they very passionate about you, they just feel very comfortable opening themselves up to you, okay? They feel like they've hit the jackpot with you. They feel like you fulfill them emotionally, you fulfill them spiritually, you fulfill them even when it comes to like just their desires. You know, like you just fulfill them. You're very fun, you're very spunky, you're very alive. You make them feel alive, and you make them want to enjoy life more, okay? They have a strong desire for you. They could feel like you move around a lot. Maybe sometimes moving too fast, you're in and out, you're out and in. But at the end of the day, that's something that they also like about you, is that you can kind of just go with the flow, and you can move whenever you know that it's time for you to move. And so they feel like you're very emotionally balanced. They feel like you're emotionally mature. And they are wanting to open themselves up to loving you. They're wanting to really express and show you how much that they care for you. They're wanting to, whatever feelings for you that they've been holding back, they want to express it. They want to be mature about this connection. You know, they're not trying to run away from their feelings. They really are wanting to love you the right way, okay? But again, they're hoping like that this relationship with you can be very kind of like spontaneous. They're hoping that the two of you can travel a lot. They're hoping that the two of you can just, they're also hoping, hold on, that your passion for them has not died, okay? They're hoping that you still love them, especially if this is a relationship that's coming back around. They're wanting to know if you still have feelings for them, and if you're willing to try this again, okay? So that story is a little bit different than the person over here that I feel like is wanting to see you fail in life. And that's another thing. If you know that somebody around you has been affecting your relationship, maybe this person is coming back around. The two of you never actually had a relationship, but maybe you all had something like a situationship that just never got off the ground, but the feelings there and the chemistry between the two of you was very strong. Yeah, I feel like that if you all have a chance to reconcile, I really do think that it would be a good idea for both of you to just really sit down and have a heart to heart and let each other know how much you love each other, and make sure that if there was someone like a third party interference that was getting in the way of this connection progressing, that you make sure that those people are no longer around. That way you all's relationship can flourish this time. Okay. Spirit, clarify the Queen of Pentacles. This one just popped right out of my hand. You have the Tower card. Okay, Major Arcana. This one wants to come out. You have the Knight of Cups in reverse. All right. Huh. Okay. This is definitely a different message than the person up here. Hold on, I have to take a sip for this one. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so again, you have the, get the cards right. So you have the Tower and the Knight of Cups, clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Now, something has to come crashing down. Again, if there's a situation that has not been working out, if there's a situation in your life that was never built on steady ground, it's going to fall apart, okay? And the best thing you can do is to allow it to fall apart. And it's not like your life itself is coming crashing down. It's just the things around you that's not serving you are going to be relinquished, okay? And God is going to make sure that whatever it is that's standing in your way from fulfilling his purpose, he's going to make sure that those things are no longer a part of your life anymore, okay? Now, you could have had someone in your energy as you're trying to probably focus on your money, your business, your stability, grounding your life, becoming more stable, building an empire, you know, really focusing on your self-growth. As you're trying to do that, you could have had someone in your life that was kind of just toying with you. They were very immature. They never really cared to, it's like they never really cared about your feelings. They never really cared, well, like what it is that you had to say. They just always kind of played emotional games with you. They could have ghosted you. Yeah, just doing a lot of unhealthy emotional manipulation towards you, okay? Really trying to paint a picture they're trying to paint a picture that it's not, okay? Lying to you about how they feel. Could be saying that they really like you and that they want to be with you, while all in all they telling the next girl or the next boy that, okay? So if you have somebody in your life that has been, again, just manipulating you, emotionally draining you, and just toying with your feelings and your emotions, that person is going to leave your life, okay? And I think you should be open to letting this person go without any hesitation, because even if you love them, even if they're family, even if they're one of your best friends, if they don't really mean you any good, and if they're trying to disrupt your life, if they're trying to knock you off of the path that you're going towards, especially if you're going down a path of healing, you don't need those type of individuals in your life. Yes, you can love someone that doesn't really know how to love you back, but you need to love them from afar, okay? Because yes, Jesus loves us all, no matter what we do, no matter who we are, and we all should aspire to follow in Jesus's direction, of course. So it's like, yes, we wanna, you know, treat people like, okay, well, what would Jesus do? But at the end of the day, sometimes you really do have to love the wrong person from afar, okay? In order to love the wrong person the right way, it doesn't mean that they're meant to be in your life. Okay, you just have to wish them well and hope that God repairs their heart. Okay, so again, just get rid of anybody that's just not helping you. Not only are they not helping you grow, they're truly trying to stop you from growing. Okay, again, with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, you know, don't invest in something that you know doesn't mean you any good. Okay, because it's just going to leave you emotionally distraught. All right, feeling as though you've lost something when God is only trying to give you something better. Okay, clarify the Seven of Pentacles, Spirit. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Spirit, clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Spirit, clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Spirit, clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Thank you. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm actually a little tired. And the way I started this reading, I wasn't as into it as I probably gave off. So at the beginning of this reading, I was asking myself, am I really going to post this reading? So I'm really not sure if I'm going to post this reading, but I feel as though it has turned into a really good reading. So I'm not just going to let my energy swamp stop, you know, me from getting you all out what's more important, which is the message itself. Okay. But anyways, I just thought I'd say that. Okay, so clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. Again, you have the Page of Cups, okay? So, okay. This is for somebody. Don't let anyone cause you disillusionment. Okay? Don't let anyone cause you to be delusional. Okay? It's possible that someone can come in, and this is again for someone specific. If you were dealing with a past person, it is possible for them to come back in and kind of swoop you off your feet and make you feel like they've changed and make you feel like they're now interested and ready to invest in a relationship with you. If this person showed you red flags before, excuse me, then if they've shown you who they are, believe them, okay? So don't overlook those red flags that they've shown you in the past just because they come back giving off the illusion that they've changed, okay? Because they haven't. They're still not interested in putting in the time, the work, or the effort into a relationship with you. So I just don't want you to I don't want them to come back to you feeding you false promises only for you to rekindle a situation with them and them to show you that they have not changed at all, okay? And so all you did was waste more time. Okay? Because again, it's just going to leave you sad and hurt. Clarify the Five of Cups. Clarify the Five of Cups. Alright. So clarifying the Five of Cups. You got 3 cards here. You have the, I think that's the Page of Swords. Yes, you have the Page of Swords in reverse. You have the Chariot in reverse. And then you have the King of Swords upright, okay? Page of Swords in reverse. Upright. Reverse. Chariot reverse. Upright. Reverse. And then the King of Swords upright, okay? Alright, so Okay, so I think you realize you just could not move forward with someone. I think you realize that maybe the passion that the two of you shared kind of died out. Um, you could have been confused as to why the passion died out. Maybe you didn't see, I guess, again, certain red flags at first, and when this person finally showed you who they were, it caught you off guard because it's almost like you didn't expect or see the change in them coming. Okay, but I feel as though you kind of hit a roadblock in this relationship. If this is a romantic relationship specifically, I feel like you hit a roadblock and you realize that there was no longer going to be any forward movement with this person. It's almost like you all went from having fun, having a good time, enjoying each other's company, to it's just doing like a full 360, and it's like all of a sudden now you all can't communicate well. It's hard being around each other. And I think this really pushed you in a direction of having to think very logical about this connection. Maybe initially you were more into your emotions, you were more into kind of like that fiery passion that you had about this person. This could have been a new relationship. So, you know, when relationships first happen, we're just very into that person, and we a lot of times overlook things because we're only really focusing on the good things about them, that we're overlooking the bad things. So that chemistry was just it was in a new way. It was very fun, it was very flirty, it was, you know, very much kind of full of new love, full of new life, right? But again, I think that it kind of quickly died down and came to a halt, and you were just left with a lot of questions. And it's almost like you had to use your own logical sense to put two and two together. Okay, so because this person could have really like just again made a full 360 overnight. So it's like, well, hold on, who are you? Where did this person come from? Why are we having these communication problems? What's going on? I thought we were having fun with each other. Why are you acting like this now? You know, and it's almost like they literally could have changed Tuesday to Wednesday. Okay, so again, I think that you just are very mindful about, you're very mindful about knowing that if this relationship is not meant to work, then let me take my emotions out of it and let me be, again, very logical with how to move forward so that I can overcome maybe the heartbreak from this connection not working. Okay? Yeah, I think that you've been moving forward. You've been planning to do things differently. You know, you're looking ahead. You're no longer focused on the past and what didn't work. I really do think that, you know, you're not going to continue to let your emotions get the best of you. You know that if that person is not meant for you, if that person doesn't know how to love you, then somebody else will. Somebody else will come into the picture. Clarifying the Lovers, you have the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Okay, so that's good. That's really good, clarifying the Lovers, okay? Because that tells me that, one, there's a brand new beginning on the horizon. Like I said, if this person did not work and you realize this person is not the person for you, you can take your love somewhere else, okay? And again, you're thinking logically. Ace of Wands, you know that at the end of the day, you know what you bring to the table, and you know that if this person is not the right person for you, that there is somebody else out there for you. You have a lot of like internal fire, okay? You have a lot of beautiful ideas about what you can do in this world, about what you and your partner can do in this world, okay? You know that you need someone that's going to vibrate higher than what the eyes can see. You know that you need to be able to have a very kind of like mind maturity relationship with somebody that can finish your sentences because they already know what you're thinking. Okay, somebody that can come up with good ideas just like you can. Somebody that can think things through without like letting anything else interfere with them making sound decisions about y'all's relationship. Okay, and this could be a brand new person that's coming in with the Page of Pentacles. Someone could be coming in and offering you something. There could be a new opportunity that you really want to take advantage of, and whatever it is, especially if it's a love situation, I think that this one is going to be built on solid ground. I think that you all are going to take your time. I think you're going to get a lot. You're going to get to know one another a lot, and you're going to want to get to know this person on a mental level. You're going to want to get to know what's in their mind. Okay, what type of mindset do they have? Okay, and you're going to want to make sure that you and this person can mentally connect, not just physically. Okay, on a mental level. Spirit, clarify the King of Wands. Oh my gosh, we're almost at 40 minutes. Oh, I did not expect this reading to be this long. Again, when I first started, I didn't think I was going to have the right energy for this reading. I was really trying to muster up the energy to get going. But now it is just coming to me naturally. Alright, so clarifying the King of Wands here. You have the Page of Swords in reverse. Okay. Now. Okay. This energy is of someone else. Again, you have different people here. You have the King of Wands, you have the King of Cups, you have the King of Pentacles, which definitely is you. You have the King of Swords. So you have a lot of different energies in this reading. But there are two specifically. There are two different people specifically. I'm not sure if both people are of different romantic, you know, prospects, or if this is like a romantic situation and a family or friend or colleague situation. But you have someone else in your energy that is, they're trying to retain information about you. Okay. And or they are wanting you to lose focus. Okay, if you have been learning something new, if you've been gathering information for something specific, it's almost like, okay, let's just say, I'm just giving an example. So you're in school and you have two people working on a project, okay, but they're competing against each other. Okay, so the person, one of the people that's working on the project, they go and they tear up the project of the other person because they think that they're going to lose the competition. Okay, but then when it comes to light that other person's project has been torn up, they're hiding as if they did not do it, as if they don't know anything about it, okay, until they finally get caught. And so that is kind of what I'm seeing for this person. This person is trying to go behind your back and tear up something that you've worked on, okay. They really are hoping that you do not see they don't want you to see your efforts pay off, okay. So if you know that you have a hater in your group of friends, or you just have someone that is always trying to compete with you, just keep an eye out for them, okay? Because they really are, or they're trying to find information about you that they can use to kind of knock you off your pedestal, okay? They want to stop you from winning that project. So if they know that they can either find something that'll get you disqualified, they'll do that. If not, they will themselves go behind your back and ruin your project. And then when the next day when it's time to, you know, show the staff and everybody what you've done, the project has been ruined and nobody knows who did it. Okay, so just watch out for that type of energy, for those type of people. Okay, this this video is getting a little lengthy, so we're gonna have to wrap this up. But I really do hope these messages have resonated with some of you, if not all of you. Because I really am feeling a lot of different energies in this reading. So I really do hope that something has, you know, has been resonating with you. Okay, so the last two cards you have out here, you have the Ten of Pentacles. All right. And then you also have the Devil. All right, and those cards are clarifying the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Stay focused on your money. Stay focused on your family. Stay focused on building your empire. Don't let temptation creep in. Okay. Don't let the devil work on you. Don't receive any offers from anybody that you don't know what it is that they're giving you. That's a specific message for someone, because people could be giving you things, but they may not be giving you something that is good for you. So especially for whatever reason, I'm getting drugs, but you know, watch your drugs. Okay. We all kind of have certain temptations and certain addictions and things like that, but especially when it comes to drugs. Also sex though. If somebody is offering you sex, make sure you wrap it up. But yeah, so just be careful in those type of situations. But all in all, just again, focus on what you're building for your legacy, okay? Because that is what is the main goal here. Okay, so don't let anything come in that you know is not of God's highest good. Don't let that come in and tempt you from what you're needing to focus on. Okay, if you know that you are married, okay, focus on your family, focus on your kids, focus on your spouse. Okay, if you have another man or woman that is again coming in and trying to tempt you, especially intimately, don't do it. Take a moment, take a step back. I know temptation is real, but think about what you'll feel after it's over. Okay, you need to think about the cons of what you're about to do. Don't just think about the pros, because once that moment is done, you don't know what type of repercussions you may have. Okay, so I'm just getting that message here. Just be careful with things that you receive from people. Be careful with anyone trying to come in and tempt you to cheat or do something that you know is not in alignment with your morals. Okay, and always focus on the things that you are trying to improve in your life. All right. Okay, so because if you give in to this temptation, if you give in to the bad things that the devil are trying to make it look like it's good, things will not end well. Okay, it will break your heart, whatever the repercussions are from your actions. All right, so just be careful with that. Please be careful with that. Okay, so y'all, those are the messages that I have for today's reading. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope it did help. I hope it did resonate, and I hope that you found it to be beneficial in a way where you can apply it to a situation that you may be dealing with. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, I will see y'all in the next one. Until then, be safe, be blessed, be good to yourself, and be good to others. All right. See you later. Bye.